Good evening to one and all present here. This is Janvi Rastogi and I am second year BA LLB student. Today I stand before you to speak on the topic water crisis, a failure on the part of government. So water touches every aspect of our life. It's one of the basic resources which is required to perform all the tasks. But this basic resource is moving towards a crisis level. As the country is progressing towards economic, political and industrial growth, the future is turning out to be more bleak. India is the second most populous country in the world, and by 2028 it is expected that it will overtake China to be the most populous country in the world. According to WHO, it was found that around 97 million people in India do not have access to clean water. So looking at all the situations and the circumstances, it seems that India will soon observe a zero day, which means a day where all the resources will run out. So who is responsible for all this situation? People believe it's the climatic change. But we need to realize that climatic change cannot act as a scapegoat for the mismanagement on the part of government, authorities of the water resources. The main problem that lies in the water crisis in India is the overexploitation of the water which is used for irrigation facilities, and as a result the groundwater also dwindles. According to estimates, it was found that 89% of water that is used for irrigation facilities is extracted from groundwater, which means that water table significantly declines. On the face of it, it seems that it's the farmers who are responsible for all these problems, but actually, in reality, it's the government, it's the agricultural policies that have been adopted by the government. In 1960s, they tried to subsidize electricity so that the people could build tube wells which could help in extracting groundwater. But they did not keep an eye on this policy, and as a result, there was over extraction of groundwater. There are policies which focuses on providing subsidies for growing water intensive crops. Further, according to the database that was provided by Water Footprint Network, it was found that India exports virtual water in the form of agricultural product and it imports none. So in other words, it could be said that India is exporting the scarce resource, that is water, to other countries. Further, looking at all the circumstances, it is clear that water should be established as a human resource. Government should strive to maintain the UN Sustainable Development Goal, which aims at providing safe water to all. Further and lastly, it's very important that government should initiate a dialogue with the users so that they use the water more judiciously. Because ultimately, water is not a luxurious thing which could be enjoyed by few. Thank you.